Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to have the presentations, right? Those who are under my guidance. I think topic I have given you, no? Three or four topic.
Three topics, ma'am.
Geography, differentiation, and
Study
related.
of coronavirus using mathematics.
uh, So, what we will do after your lectures? Let me see you the schedule. After that, we will plan Tuesday is right, no? Okay. Practical session is mine itself. Okay, so we can take it at 2:30. You
Okay,
need
ma'am.
a ब्रेक पाहिजे का तुम्हाला नाही ना 2:30 कंटिन्यू केलं तर चालेल आहेत का रेडी तुमचे रफ प्रोजेक्ट
Yes, ma'am.
ओके so you have to tell to your all the group members the three topics including with four so total 12 students should be there in the meeting. I will create the meeting and will share on the Google Classroom. At 2:30, we'll meet once again for the project topic. Okay. Now let us go for the next one. We have seen the operators in the last lecture, and after that we have seen the Newton-Raphson method. That is, sorry, Newton forward difference interpolation and backward difference interpolation. And some examples also we have solved. Now let us go for the next one, that is divided difference. Okay, this is also a method. In for that we can derive a polynomial. It is just like a derivative, but not exactly a derivative, but it is very similar to a derivative. Okay, up to now, whatever we have seen is related to our differences. Like what I have seen is, say it is y1 minus y naught, then y2 minus y1, y3 minus y2, and so on. Okay, so these are the differences we have seen. Value of this itself, we have say that this is what delta y naught, and it is itself is del y naught, and so on. So we have seen these differences. Now we will see some another one. Again, we have set of n values. Say we have been started with say x, y, x naught, x1, x2, and so on, xn. Corresponding y naught, y1, y2, and yn. So total n plus 1 values are given to us. Now, first divided difference, we can write it as y of x naught minus y, sorry, instead of that, we can write it as y of, the notation for divided difference is a circular bracket we have to write. Y of x naught x1 is equals to y of x1 minus y of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught. Okay. So this is what a formula for the divided difference. Okay. Now, which up to now whatever we have seen is y1 minus y naught. Now it is divided by x1 minus x naught. Now it is just like a formula for derivative. For derivative, what we write is the y of x1 or y2 minus y1 divided by this, and we say that limit at h tends to 0 because this is nothing but your value of h now, or we can say the limit as x1 tends to x0. Okay. So it is called a divided difference, and the first divided difference is given by y of x naught comma x1 is written as y of x1 minus y of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught. The one thing which we can notice, this y1 minus y naught is same, but only we have to divide it by x1 minus x naught. Now in general I can write this for any xi plus 1 is equals to y of xi plus 1 minus y of xi divided by xi plus 1 minus xi. Okay, this is the formula for the divided difference. Now similarly we can have the formula for second divided difference will be equal to, I can write this formula as y of xi plus 1 xi plus 2, just like our this one del square y naught. How to write del square y naught? It is nothing but y2 minus 2 y1 plus y naught. Okay, the very similar way, instead of having del square we have to write down the y of xi plus 1 and xi plus 2. It can be written as, it will be equal to y of, that is difference of first two divided difference, just like our second one. Second order power difference formula is nothing but this we can write it as del y1 minus y naught, right? Is it correct? Yes, anyone remember this one? Y of xi plus 1 minus y of xi plus 1 xi plus 2. Okay, so second divided difference is a difference of first divided difference. We are having these two first divided difference, and difference of these we have to take. Now we have to take the difference of in the denominator we have to take a difference of xi plus 2 and xi. So this is xi plus 2 minus xi is second divided difference. In general we can write the divided difference as y of x naught x1 up to so on xn or n plus 1 values. It can be written as y of x naught x1 up to so on xn minus y of x1 x2 and so on up to xn minus 1. Okay, and divided by, it will be xn minus x naught. Okay, so this is the formula for nth divided difference. Just like the thing we have written for delta raised to n, in the very similar way we have written for nth divided difference. This is first divided difference, second divided difference, and third divided difference. What will be third divided difference? It will be having difference of first two second order divided difference. Okay. Now let us go for finding the Newton's interpolation formula by using the divided difference. Newton's general interpolation formula with divided difference by using divided difference. Again we have set of n plus 1 values are provided. Now we have to find out a polynomial p such that which satisfy p of xi is equals to f of xi and so on. All the conditions are as it is. Set of n plus 1 values, we have to find out a new polynomial, say p of x, in such a way that it should satisfy. Let us assume that this is what p of x, a naught plus a1 x minus x naught plus a2 x minus x naught plus into x minus x1 plus up to so on. The last term is an into x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus xn minus 1. Okay, this is what a general polynomial. Now here what we have to do, we have to find out the values of a naught, a1 up to so on, an. Okay. Uh, Now to find out of all these values, again we have to follow the same procedure which we have done for forward and backward one. The first one will put x is equal to x naught. We get what will be the polynomial p of x naught is equals to a naught plus. If I put x is equal to x naught minus x naught will be equal to 0. And we have assumed that p of x naught is nothing but your y naught. So we get the value of a naught is nothing but y naught. Similarly, what we have to do, we have to find out the value of a1 by putting x is equal to x1. Put x is equal to x1 in the above equation and we get p of x1 is equal to, or we can say it is y1 is equal to a naught is y naught which we have found plus a1 into x. Instead of x we have to put it as x1. So x1 minus x1. So if I put x1 here, x1 minus x1 will be equal to 0. This term onwards all the terms will be 0 because in every term there is a term of x minus x1. They put that सगळे term 0 right? y1 minus y naught is equals to a1 into x1 minus x naught, which we can divide it as x1 minus x naught. So this is what your first divided difference, which we have written just now. Y of x naught x1 is nothing but y of x1 minus y of x naught, which we can write it as y1 minus y naught divided by x1 minus x naught. And hence we can say this is what formula a1 is equal to y of x naught x1. Okay, so in this way we have found the formula for A2 also. Similarly, on the next we can put x is equals to x2. In the above equation, after putting x is equal to x2, we'll get the value of A2. Now, by the generalization also we can write the A2 is equals to, what we can get is A2 will be equal to x2, x1, x naught. Okay, just like our A1 we have got it is x1, x naught, and it can be equal to x2, x1 and x naught. So this is what second order divided difference. Second order divided difference. And in general, I can say the value of a1 an can be calculated by using this is xn minus 1 and so on up to x naught. Okay, so it is x2, x1, x naught. The next may be x3, x2, x1, x naught, and up to n. We can have an is equal to y of xn, xn minus 1, xn naught. So this we can have it is nth divided difference. Okay, now just we have to put up all those values of constant in the above equation and we can get after putting all the values of a1, a0, a1 up to so on an, so we can put up in our equation that we have assumed. Okay, what was the equation we have assumed is this equation. After substituting all the values of constant term in the above equation, we get the equation of the form p of x is equal to the new polynomial p of x is such that it satisfies the condition p of xi is equals to f of xi. So new polynomial p of x we get it is y naught plus y of x1 x naught into x minus x naught as it is. Simply I am putting the values of a constant term. That is y of x2, x1, x naught. Next is x minus x naught into x minus x1 and so on. The value of an can be y of xn, xn minus 1 and so on. It is x naught and into x minus x naught, x minus xn and up to so on, x minus xn minus 1. Okay, so this is what Newton's general interpolation formula with divided difference. This Newton's general interpolation formula using divided difference. Okay, the procedure that we have followed is very similar which we have followed for Newton's forward and backward one. What we have to do first, we are provided with n plus 1 values. We have to find out a polynomial p which satisfy the conditions of f. So we'll write down the general polynomial by using a naught plus a1 x minus x naught, a2 x minus x naught, x minus x1 and so on. So this is n the degree polynomial. You can see here these are n values, right? X1 to xn minus 1, total n minus 1 plus this x naught. So this will be a polynomial of degree at least n. Okay, that means it may be less than n or equal to n. So after putting x is equal to x naught, you will get the value of a naught. Putting x is equal to x1, we will get the value of a1 and so on. Up to an, we can write generalization, and after putting all those values in the above equation, we can get the formula for the Newton's general interpolation and using this by using divided difference. Okay, so the table for this I can prepare like this. Say these are values of x and y, and the corresponding values are x naught, x1, x2, to so on x. Corresponding values are given as y. This is y naught, y1, y2, y3, and we have to prepare the first divided difference. First divided difference will prepare. Difference of these two divided by difference of these two, it is y of x1, x naught. Difference of these two divided by these one, you can say it is y of x2, x1. Next y of x3, x2. This is second divided difference. Second divided difference is a difference of these two. You can write this is what y of x2, x1, x naught. So it is calculated by the difference of first two divided difference, and this will be calculated by using these two. So it is y of x3, x2, x1. And the last one we can say it is first, second, third divided difference is, we can write it is x3, x2, x1, x0. Okay, so it is difference of these two, which is consisting of x3, x2, x1 and x0. So third divided difference will be consisting of difference of first two divided difference, second order divided difference. Okay, so you can prepare this table and we'll go for the example. Okay, let us go for the example. Find the polynomial which satisfies by, we have the values minus 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1245, minus 1, 33, 0, 5, 2, 9, 5, 1, 3, 3, 5. Okay. So we have been provided with x0, x1, x2, x3, x4 to total 5 values. So we can get a polynomial of degree 4. Let us prepare the table for that. We can say this is our x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. Okay. So let us prepare the table. These are the values of x and y. I can write this is what minus 4. Corresponding value for y is 1, 2, 4, 5. Next is minus 1, 33. And here is 0, 5, 2, 9, 5, 1, 3, 3, 5. Okay. So total we have x0, x1, x2, x3, x5 values are there. So what we can say here from this table is, if we have 4 values, that is up to x3, we are getting third divided difference we are having, but fourth divided difference will be 0. So here also we can predict, if we have total 4 values, right? We are having total x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. So what we can say is, if with the help of this, for x3 we are getting only third divided x. Okay, so we can say from this difference will be equal to 0 in this case because we have 4 values. So let me write down, this is what first divided difference, the second divided difference, third difference, and fourth divided difference. And we know that after fourth it will be equal to 0. What we have to do? We have to take a difference of these two divided by difference of these two. That will be equal to minus 404. Next, difference of these two, 33 minus 5 divided by minus 1, and it will be minus 28. And difference of these two, 9 minus 5, that is nothing but 4 divided by 2, it is 2. Difference of these two divided by 3 is 442. Next, difference of these two divided by difference of these one we have to take 9 to this one because sorry here. If you have to write down difference of these, this one we have calculated with the help of these three now. So we have to say it is nothing but 94. I have calculated difference of these two divided by difference of these two. Okay, 5 minus 1 to 4, 5. Okay, minus 28 minus of minus it is 404. Okay. Next is difference of, okay, here we can calculate. So it is 10 that I have calculated. Next it is 88. Next difference of these two. Now up to 10 we have calculated. So it divided by difference of these one 1, 2, 4, 5 and 9. So it is minus 14, and difference of these two divided by 1335 minus 33. You can go with the formula and you can check. And the next one we have to find out the difference of these two is and divided by काय येणार आहे answer? Have you calculated this? Hmm. 13 minus 14, that will be equal to 27 divided by 1335 minus 1245. The answer is 3. And for calculations, we need these terms. You can make a bracket or you can make a box for this. For finding the polynomial, we need these values. Have you completed up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubt? Okay, now let us put up all these values in our polynomial. But no doubt, if you are not going to appear for theory, you are, if you will be appearing for theory exam, for each value you have to write down the detailed description. That means how this minus 404 is there. वो कैसे calculate किया हमने y of x1 x0 is y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. That you have to write down y1 y0 and then the difference, and you have to write down it is minus 404. For every value you have to calculate if you are appearing for physical exam. Now you are only appearing for online exam. It may be eliminated and you can find out directly. Now let us put up all those values in Pn of x. What is the formula for Pn of x? Is y0 plus y of x1 x1 x0 into x minus x0 plus y of x2 x1 x0 into x minus x0 x minus x1 plus y of x3 x2 x1 x0. And here we have x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus x2 x minus up to x2, because we will get a polynomial of a degree 4. So we have 4 plus 5 values. This next term is y of 4th divided difference. It is x4, x3, x2, x0, x1, x0 into x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. Let us put up these values. Say polynomial p of x is equal to y naught. What is the value of y naught we have is, this is y naught, x naught, y naught, x1, y1 and so on. So 1, 2, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 4, 5 plus y of x1, x0. That is first divided difference. We have calculated minus 404 into x minus x0. What is the value of x0 we have? It is minus 4. So it will be plus 4 plus y of x2, x1, x0. The second divided difference is 94. Okay, 94 into x plus 4, x plus 1 plus third divided difference. 90, after 94 we have the values minus 14 is minus 14 into x plus 4, x plus 1 into x minus 0 is there, so we can put it as x also. Next value we have got it is fourth divided difference which we have calculated is 3 only. Fifth onwards it will be 0 into we have to write it is x plus 4 x plus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, what is the value of x3 we have is 2, no? This is what your x0, x1, x2, x3. This is a value of x3 is 2, x4 is 5. So totally now we have written all those values. Simply we have to multiply the brackets and we have to evaluate this may be a polynomial of degree 4. And those who want to write down, you can write and you can leave some space for solving this. And after solving, you can write p of x is equal to, those who want to write down, you can write down this is p 3x raised to 4 minus x raised to 4 x raised to 4 minus 5x cube Okay, those who want to write down can write down there as 3x raised to 4 minus 5x cube plus 6 minus 14x plus 5. Let me repeat 4 minus 5x cube plus 6x square minus 14x plus 5. Let us solve one more example on this divided difference. The values of x and y I will write here. Zero, 1, 2, 4. Here also you can see the values of x are not equally distributed. So divided difference and Lagrange's interpolation both you can use for a unequal distribution of values of x. Next is 5, 6. Corresponding values of y 1, 14, 5, 6, 90. Now you have to solve and tell me the answer. First you have to calculate first divided difference, second divided difference, third divided difference. After third divided difference you will get fourth onwards all the values are 0. You can calculate and tell me the answer. Okay, calculate first divided difference. 14 minus 1 divided by 1, that will be 13. Calculate with difference of 15 minus 14 divided by 2 minus 1, that is 1. 5 minus 15, that is minus 10 divided by 2, minus 5. 6 minus 5 divided by 5 minus 4, that is 1. Next, 19 minus 6 divided by 6 minus 5, that is 1. So it will be directly, I can write 13. Next, 1 minus 13, that is minus 12, divided by corresponding 2 minus 0. These two, x2 minus x0. For second divided difference, the answer is minus 6. Minus 5 minus 1, that is minus 6 divided by these two, 4 minus 1. Minus 6 divided by 3, that is minus 2. The next 1 minus of minus 5, that is 6 totally. 6 by 5 minus 2, that will be 2. 13 minus 1, that is 12 minus 12 divided by 6 minus 4, that is 2. So it will be simply 6. Again, difference of these two, minus 2 divide. Okay, I will write here minus 2. Minus of minus 6, it is plus 6 divided by the corresponding values we have to check now. Yes. काय येणार आहे? Okay, for minus 2 minus 6. Minus 2 how we have generated with the help of these two. And for that corresponding we need is y 5 minus 1. Yes. Minus 2. So it is 4 divided by 4, that is 1. Again, 2 minus of minus 2, that will be 4 divided by the corresponding values we have to take. It is 6 minus Here we have to take 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. Next 6 minus 2, that is 4. And the corresponding values of x are, we have to take it is now 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So which is also equal to 1. After that all will be 0. Now this put up in this polynomial, interpolation polynomial, and here we are going to use these values. So p of x is equal to, let me write down, it is y naught plus y of x1 x naught into x minus x naught plus y of x1, sorry, x2 x1 x naught into x minus x naught x minus x1. How many values we have calculated? Up to, this is first, second divided difference, third divided difference. After fourth, it will be 0. Fourth is also 0. Now 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, it will be equal to 0. For the third one, we will write this y of x3, x2, x1, x naught into x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2. Okay, let us write down the corresponding values. Y naught we have is, y naught is 1. Okay, plus first divided difference is 13 into x minus x naught. Value of x naught we have is 0, right? X naught is 0 plus next term minus 16 into x minus x naught, it is 0 into x minus x1 plus next term is, sorry, it is not 16, it's minus 6. Next third divided difference is 1 into x minus 0, x minus 1 and x minus 2. Now after calculating, we will get a polynomial of the form x cube minus 9x square plus 21x plus 1. You have to check and you have to find out the value of f of 3 by using this. One example for homework, and everyone have to think on this. Find, up to now we have been not provided with the f of x. Okay, we have been provided with only values of x and y. The corresponding values of x and y and table is given to us. But now I am providing you a function f of x is equal to 1 by x. You have to calculate nth divided difference for this. Okay, have you understood the question? आतापर्यंत आपल्याला एक्स अँड वायचे व्हॅल्यूज देत होते ना, आपण न्यू पॉलिनॉमियल फाइंड आउट करत होतो विथ द हेल्प ऑफ वाय and x, that means with the help of given set of values we will finding the polynomial p which satisfy the condition of y. But now in this case I am giving you a polynomial or a function f of x is equal to 1 by, and you have to calculate nth divided difference for this one, and this is a homework for you. Okay, calculate and tell me what is the nth divided difference for this. Next lecture I will ask everyone what will be the answer for this. Okay, so here we have completed our second chapter also. Okay, so if internal is declared, you will be able to give the internal of integral equation as well as numerical analysis. Okay, from the next lecture onwards, we'll again switch back to our integral equation. Now we remains with two topics of numerical analysis, numerical integration and that simultaneous equations. Okay. In the numerical integration, we have to see only Simpson one-third, 3/8, and trapezoidal rule and Euler's formula and Euler's modified formula. The fourth topic is not so much difficult. The third topic we have is LU decomposition, simultaneous equations, and eigenvalue problem and all. Okay. So this is homework for everyone. You have to please try to solve this because this was a question in set exam somewhere, and many times this question is repeated as an MCQ question. So you have to solve and you have to tell me the answer. What is the n the divided difference for 1 by x? Okay. Now you can leave the meeting. You can join the next lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.